Get ready, Chiefs fans, because the build-up to the AFC Championship game against the Bills is heating up. Unexpected fines hit Justin Reid and Brian Cook after their win over the Texans, while rookie Xavier Worthy is heading into the game with a personal reason to shine. Want to know why the safeties were penalized and what's fueling Worthy to turn his frustration into an on-field spectacle? Don't miss a single detail of this story that could shape the Chiefs' destiny in the Super Bowl. Drop a like and let's dive into the video. The NFL isn't cutting the Kansas City Chiefs any slack ahead of their massive AFC Championship showdown with the Buffalo Bills. Safeties Justin Reid and Brian Cook got slapped with fines stemming from last week's divisional round win over the Houston Texans. Brian Cook's fine, $8,443 for a hip drop tackle on Texans tight end Dalton Schultz in the first quarter. No flag was thrown during the game, but the league caught it on review. The NFL has been cracking down on hip drop tackles this season, though refs often miss them live. It's a tough spot for defenders trying to bring down ball carriers without crossing a fine line. Let go and you're slammed for a missed tackle. Hold on too tight, boom, fine incoming. Cook now knows the struggle all too well. As for Justin Reid, his wallet's a little lighter too. $14,069 lighter to be exact. The reason? A throat/gesture late in the fourth quarter. It's one of those things leagues just don't tolerate. Intent doesn't matter, and the NFL's made it clear gestures like that have zero place on the field. This isn't the first time a Chief has been hit for something similar either. Reid's teammate Xavier Worthy got dinged twice this season for similar antics. Reid probably wasn't trying to stir up trouble, but the league doesn't play around with that stuff. Still, both players are brushing off the drama and locking in on Sunday's massive challenge. The Chiefs need their starting safeties to be at the top of their game against Josh Allen and that high-octane Bills offense. With a trip to their third straight Super Bowl on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher. Buckle up, it's going to be a good one. What do you think about these fines? Fair or over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now, speaking of motivation, wait until you hear how Xavier Worthy is approaching this game against the Buffalo Bills. It's personal. Kansas City Chiefs rookie Xavier Worthy is heading into Sunday's AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills with a little extra fire in his belly, and it's personal. Worthy, the Chiefs' top pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, has a point to prove, especially since Buffalo played a key role in his draft journey. The Chiefs traded up from number 32 to number 28 to snag the electric Texas wideout, making a deal with, you guessed it, the Bills. For Buffalo, it was another chapter in their recent habit of swapping draft picks with Kansas City, a trend that hasn't exactly worked out in their favor. Worthy seems determined to keep it that way. When asked about the trade during Friday's press conference, Worthy didn't hold back. I see it as a blessing, but let's be real. They didn't want me, he said. At the end of the day, I'm playing with a chip on my shoulder. This game means a little more. Yeah, it's the AFC Championship, but this is the team that traded their pick for someone else. That someone else turned out to be Keon Coleman, Buffalo's second-round pick, 33rd overall. So far, the stats tell the story. Worthy has outperformed Coleman in nearly every way during their rookie campaigns. Worthy's tallied 638 receiving yards, 59 catches, and 9 touchdowns this season. Meanwhile, Coleman hasn't been much of a factor, even in Buffalo's playoff games. Contrast that with Worthy, who stepped up as Kansas City's leading receiver in their divisional win over the Texans. Worthy's success didn't come out of nowhere, though. He credits his growth to the veterans around him in Kansas City. I've just been building each game, Worthy said. Guys like Pat, Mahomes, Trav, Kelsey, D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins, and Juju Smith-Schuster. They make it so easy to learn. D-Hop calls me his little brother, and just soaking up knowledge from them keeps expanding my game. Looking back at the Chiefs' Week 11 loss to Buffalo, Worthy kept it simple. We left too much out there. We've just got to execute and stick to the plan. For anyone who watched that game, those words hit home. Kansas City had their chances but couldn't capitalize, a mistake they're determined not to repeat. As the Chiefs prepare for this high-stakes rematch, all eyes will be on Worthy, the rookie, with a "you passed on me" mindset. If his chip on the shoulder energy translates to the field, he might just be the X factor that helps Kansas City punch their ticket to another Super Bowl. In the end, these fines show how much every detail matters in the NFL. But the real standout is the potential impact of the worthy factor in this critical game. With his drive to prove a point against the Bills, he might be the missing piece to lead the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Stay tuned because the Chiefs' future is being written right now. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest on your favorite team.